right now we're at the point where last time we were wrapping up at, we didn't know where this was gonna go. Remember, the end of the trail. We didn't know if we were gonna have to come off the edge or whatever. So this trail ended up coming down and going past where I parked at. Been up here a little while, trying to figure out and feel out. The last time we just breezed out and we made an assumption that this might be a good spot because all those things that were happening and going up and in. I stopped, took a look here. There's what looks like an A-frame that comes out. There's a bend back there that closes it off on that side. That huge one there, that sapling, and then that one there. They're both bent to come up and close this off. Comes out, all this stuff comes out, and closes it off. See? This is the part that closes off this side. Similarities on this side too. So I believe we were correct in our... They closed this off for a reason. I want to get a little closer. I'm just noticing for some reason that all these are just chopped off at the top. And if you notice, it's pretty much, they're all... Someone might say, oh, big deal, right? But why? They're all knocked off at the same level. Look at this too. That's probably one of the most subtle bends I've ever seen. This leaner here. Look at that. That tree there, that little skinny tree. Tucked over under it. So, I like this. I like the way that looks. I also like the way that looks. I was thinking about going up and cutting back in. So we don't miss anything though. So I don't want to go. Yeah, we'll do that. So what we're going to do is see how that ridge comes down, and then we're going to go up. So as soon as we hit that point, pretty much, we'll start to go up. Just look at all the groundwork laid in here. The gorges on the other side are just something magnificent. Some mushrooms on the tree. It's not going to be much easier to get in. Well, sometimes off trail isn't even possible. But we're going to try. Last time we were here, I'm not going to point every last thing out, but I'm sure you guys can see it all. Look low here. If you look low, you'll see all the groundwork. It's all these structures, they're just low to the ground. Look at these. stuff's off trail so nobody knows it's here. Those are hung upside down. This is upside down. Huge bed. All that stuff, that snap comes down into it. So I guarantee you they sit right under there. A bit of like disturbance. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for letting us see into your home. We mean no disrespect by any means. Some marbles today. Initially inspired by a pioneer. A lot of people are coming out with this kind of stuff, with this, where it was very taboo and frowned upon, and you still get attacked for it. But a while back, it was very, very hard to withstand the abuse, because the simple flesh and blood status was still had so much of a foothold. But Mike Patterson and Nefertia and all the rest of his tribe, his Sasquatch family, they give marbles back and forth. If you guys don't know who that is, he's a big reason why I'm here, why I had the courage to stand up and continue this. I know I say it quite often, probably every once in a while, but it's important. It's important to me. It's important to me that the comfortability level that we have, and it's not great, but it's pretty damn good. That comfortability level that we have to be able to openly speak, he was a pioneer for us. He's been doing this for many, many years, over a decade. So, all right, that's it. But that's where the inspiration for the marbles come from. I've been doing that as like an homage. So here, you see this, how it's a triangle? It's not an accident. See that tree, that top of that tree? I don't even know where that top of that tree came from, but there's a huge bend going into it. All this stuff here. Oh, there's a Y going into it. All right, let's see. Maybe these guys are friendly. See that? Look how far away that tree is. Somebody gonna tell me that tree knocked it down? It's interesting because I can actually see that there's a trail that goes through here. It's not a human-made trail, but it sure as hell is a trail. What the hell? Someone's looking at me. Like big eyes. I have no idea where it is on camera. Could have very well just been some trees, one of the trees. Because I'm looking now at one of the trees and there's two sets of like symmetrical holes. It didn't really look like that, but could have been. Oh well. It was on that tree there, like that dark one that's dead center. Oh, I don't think it's even there anymore. If it is, I lost it. Yeah. Something took a couple of steps. It's been a long time since I've videoed a full body flesh and blood Sasquatch. It's been quite a while. Probably full body. It's only happened a few times. Not that that's nothing to frown at, but I just started thinking about it a little bit here. Look at this. Something big's been through here. We have to be cautious about where we travel off trail. This looks like a nest. It's weird. Well, not weird, but it almost kind of looks like a bird nest the way it's set up. Like, you could tell this fills up with water at times. At least that section there. You know, even if one stood 50 yards that way, there's at this point there's so much stuff in here that it would be really hard to get a lock on it. I was talking about this yesterday. I have my camera settings on. It's a weird setting, but I had to have help done to do it, so that it doesn't pick up, like, it doesn't focus in on the first thing that it pops, because otherwise when you're trying to get something that's in the back, it would just always come in blurry, and then you'd have to go and try to focus. So I had to take all those settings off where it focuses on the closest thing to you. Alright, we're starting to get into quite a bit of stuff in here. There's not going to be any trail stewards in here doing any, knocking down the structures and things to that effect. So we're going to have to do a little work to get in and out. It's not very visible, but this is a game trail of some sort. It's pretty narrow. Hello, my friends. I don't mean you any harm. I do not carry any weapons. I'm not here to hurt anything or anyone. Just here to learn. Anything you'd like to show us. Even things we know and have heard already. Simple things like whoops, or vocals, or your voices. Rock clacking, things like that. We enjoy it still. If you need a little more trust time, I brought my antler today. In the Sicilian language, it's from a friend of ours. I want to crisscross and breaks in here. The reason I doubled this back this way is because of that giant tree there. It looks like the oldest one in the area. Something big, something bigger than deer is stepping in here. Or it did step in here. Maybe they came in and just kicked over all these trees or something. I don't know. Usually there's quite a bit of it's coordinated. It's for a good reason. Oh. Sounded like something whistled at me, like, phew. Shit. I thought this was, I was like, oh, cool, there's a trail back here. Because I saw that, and then over there, I saw one. And then I saw one over here, too. It's not yellow spray paint. I was like, oh, yellow, cool, it's a connector trail, but it's not. It's not at all. Yeah, this, huh? Woody went to town on this one. Woody the woodpecker, I guess. All right, look at that thing torn up. You see how, like, symmetrically that circle's, like, so perfectly done. It's crazy. It's amazing what woodpeckers can do, how much damage they can do to a tree when they're trying to get to something. I mean, look at this place, right? I mean, it's just, look at it. It almost looked like it said thank you if you turn this upside down. There looks to be like there's some glyphs some places, so I'm trying to look something lays here. See how matted down it is? Is it a deer? It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Apologies, my friends, if this is your bedroom or where you lay and rest. Where that rock's wedged in there. It could have grew, like the roots might have grown around it while it was, before it fell over. And it was just wedged in there. It's hard, again, it's hard to say. Normally I don't venture too far like this off course. But I told you, my friends, that we would investigate up here, and that's what we're going to do. We are going to see if our friends are back here. There's plenty of signs of them. I haven't heard them. I'm not sure. I've seen them. Let me show you something, if I can find it again. Yep, there it is. How come way out here there is a pink ribbon on that? Look, this is an A. It's kind of an X. It's an A. Look at all this stuff crossed underneath it. Alright guys, I get the feeling. I just got a strong understanding that when we cross this, it wasn't like a you can or you can't, or do not or don't, you know, or you do it or don't, or you can or you can't. It's just an understanding that crossing this, things are going to change. nauseous. I don't know what that yelled. There was like something yelled. You see them? They're all blended in. They're all blended in. But can you see them? I'm literally seeing a different one every time I look somewhere else. I'm seeing a different one. Oh, that guy kind of moved his head up. Kind of pulled back a little. Knock. Big knocks. Down. Down. So I was kind of teetering uncomfortably on the edge of this to take the... My left leg started doing the Gumby, the old gelatin. I'm not sure if we should go down and across. I'm unsure why we got 2 knocks. It's just me, unless it's like one for me and one for the phone, the camera. A lot of loose rocks. Shouldn't be any snakes really out, but this might be a sunny place where there's a patch of leaves or something. Oh, look at that. Some blue bubble wrap. But this could be a place where it does get very warm. There's more blue bubble wrap over there, oddly enough. It's weird. They might hide under a pile of leaves or bark or something, you know. All the way over here. We are way off the beaten path, my friends. I don't know where that blended and bended family went. That was over there. There's a whole tree ripped out. A whole tree ripped out. Hear it? That's a woodpecker. I'll wedge that one up in there a little bit. This looks like a nice spot for a marble. Hi, my friends. I don't know if you guys saw me when I came in or heard me or felt my intent from the beginning. Mean no harm, just here to learn, understand, meet you, greet you, or likewise, or vice versa. Some pellets here, fairly fresh. This looks like a spot they might frequent. Up on top of this hill here. Look at this. These are bent. These are huge trees that are bent. That's laid on top of it to hold it down. That one's bent to go into it. These are entire damn trees. They didn't uproot here. See what I'm saying? No, I mean, I think you understand. You gotta be massive. Bring something like that in here. Or a group of massives. And then again, oh shit. Okay guys, zooming in. Wow, where are you, buddy? Where are you on camera, buddy? He is, oh man. I can see his whole head just staring at me. Alright, I gotta line it up. I have to line it up as best I can. Oh, there's two of them. Alright, so here's that bend with the branches peeled off. They're right above that peeled off area. I don't see it very well on the camera. It's hard to hold the camera up in the air. I have a backpack that's loaded with stuff. It becomes like a shoulder exercise, like a shoulder workout. Like you're doing shoulder lifts with a certain weight. And after a while, you start to hit muscle failure. I'm thinking whatever that was a woodpecker because I could still hear whatever it is. Tap, tap, tapping. Hear it? Doesn't sound like a woodpecker, but don't know if you guys are gonna sense this crazy energy. I hope some of you guys pick it up at least. Wow. Okay. Well, that's one hell of a drop. So much stuff in between. It makes it hard too because when I try to zoom in, I can't even find what I'm looking at with my eyes. Let's come down here and see if we can get an open look across before we double back. Or at least, I shouldn't say double back, because we're gonna go a different way. We're gonna follow this bridge. This is soft. Oh, it is a woodpecker. Look, it's a big guy. Where'd he go? There he is. He is. Looks like a red-hooded. See if I can find him. It's not as easy as it might seem. There he is. It's literally like finding a needle in a haystack, but the needle makes noise. Guys putting in some work, huh? If we can debunk ourselves on site, or whatever, we didn't really commit to one thing or another, but if we can rule it out, rather than leave it a question, I'd rather rule it out than leave it a question mark, you know what I mean? There are some spots where looks like we could get down and across pretty easy, but as tempting as that is, I know where that heads, and you know where that heads? You remember that missing persons possibility thing I did? That video? If we go that direction a few more miles, it's pretty much where it hits. So we basically are going to hit, but before that point, we'll hit water. And it'll be really hard to navigate because it's going to be very marshy and nasty. And long story short, we'll have to turn around anyway. It's worth checking out, maybe. I don't know. I'll ask. Alright, let's try and make... You hear those? Woo! 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 Yeah. You hear it? Might be a mourning dove. Could be an owl, but... Actually, we heard... This is the spot we heard the owl last time. There's quite a bit of different ways you can go. We're not going to cross right back over yet. We're going to go past over here where that blended and bended family was. So much ground stuff, so much, it's insane. You'll always get that person that's like, yeah, trees fall down everywhere. Like, if you really want to sell yourself short on a lot of stuff, it's fine. Like, I'm not here to twist anyone's arm, but I'm not pointing it out for fun. Like, if you really look at it, when trees fall, they don't make a mathematic symmetrical, like, it's like a calculus, like, I don't know, geometry. It's like a geometrical genius did it. Like, look at that, for instance. That tree's been probably out of that hole forever. Look how old that thing is. That break on the ground, though, right next to it, is fresh and tucks under it and comes all the way over here. So it could connect into this stuff. Like that whole tree right there didn't come from right there. So we'll talk about this briefly because I'm starting to get a little nauseous. A little light. They were literally just right here, remember? Like we filmed from across the way. And they were right here. There's nothing here that looks like what we were filming. Alright, so anyway. So I always ask Mike, what about zapped? Or I think I got zapped. Or is whatever. Stuff like that. Or I hear people talking about it. I also hear people say there is no veil, or, you know, they're not interdimensional, or they can't cloak themselves, or however you want to phrase it, I don't care. But the veil is real. The way that they activate their veil is they interconnect all this stuff. It's like wiring is the best way to put it. Like they connect it like wiring in your house, and when they activate it with their energy, it becomes what's on the interior of it almost becomes like saran wrap goes, like a saran wrap dome almost goes around the whole outside of it, if you will. Ambient sound, ambient visuals. You can't see in, but they could see out, if that makes sense. So when you get inside of that said veil, It's not that they're zapping us or doing anything in particular to hurt us. Sometimes staring in their eyes too long can affect us. They're not doing it intentionally. I was showing... Bubba told me specifically he hated that word zapped, that it was just a negative thing that was created. And it stuck. It was just one of those negative things that was made up that stuck. Just like how that pareidolia crap sells everybody short. Anyway, when you're inside of it, it will make you nauseous. We're not built for it. We're just not. We're not built for that. Could we be? Yeah. I get a whole lot less sick and dizzy and all that stuff. A lot less than when I used to. Now, we'll double back. That's from my experience and from Bubba to me. I don't know if there's... I can't say 100% that it's not something that happens with other beings or whatever. But as far as him, as far as what he's told me, they're not out here zapping people. I'm sure they got better shit to do. Alright, the sun's starting to drop. I'm sure you can see that. So, if you ever hear me when I ask you guys to go and connect with them, if you want them to heal you and come talk to you and sit with you and reach out to you, and you want them to come in close, what do I always say? Go find the structure and sit at the edge of it. There's a reason that I say sit at the edge of it. I don't want anyone to go and sit right in the middle of it and start to just get all nauseous and upset and sick, and the whole experience is ruined because of something that just happened before they even got to reach out to you. So, if you sit at the edge of it, they can activate it, come in energetically, heal you, reach you, touch you, feel you, connect with you emotionally, mentally, physically, and it'll be enjoyable. I don't have all the answers, but when I do get a couple of little things that I'm sure of, I really try to put my foot down and be stern about it and make sure it gets heard. That's literally the only mission I have, is to connect our people together. I'm no fool. I know I'll never get everybody. Look at this, huh? The deer really came down here. Look at this little section in here. It's pretty badass. Almost looks like a fort. Right? How cool is this? Look at all the different types of sticks, see 'em? I don't know why they do that. If it is them, I've seen them do it other places. They take one branch or one stick of like everything that's in the forest, one of each different kind of branch. You hear that? The isolated geese again. Just like last time. Same time. There's just like a few geese calls and that was it. Geese are laid down. That thing's bent into it. It's very subtle, but look for these things. People say, "Oh, I don't have structures in my..." Structures don't... I'm pointing all this out especially because structures don't necessarily mean they're up in the air. They don't have to be big and gigantic. Sometimes structures not being around are beneficial because then you'll more or less see them in flesh and blood more often. You know what I mean? Well, I think Patty, everyone's got their... I'm just going to solve the puzzle for you real quick. Everybody thinks they know why Patty did what she did and walked across that thing, and it was rocks. There was no water. It was just rocks. There was no connecting energy and anything where she could do her little veil dance. Cloaking, whatever. She was on the move, cruising through, crossed the rocks, disappeared. Peace, I'm out. Same thing with like that last video I have of Bubba crossing through the pine forest. Where is he? If you look at where he was out in the open. He had to cross over. He had to cross over a couple of like human trails and a bunch of spots with leaves and stuff. I'm not saying that's the answer to every time they're seen in flesh and blood, because sometimes I'm sure there's other reasons. But if you ask me, that's what happened. Unless there's just more to it. I mean, maybe they were chosen that day. Maybe they were picked, and that's why she showed us. I don't know. I've never spoken to the guys. I have no. Anybody who knows me knows I don't talk about the Patty video because too many people talk about it. I have amazing footage, amazing photos. I could literally show them over and over again. I'm sure people would enjoy it quite a bit, but I'm into advancing, moving on to the next thing. Even if that advancing into the next thing is nothing. I know that's a hard pill to swallow for some people, but there is 1,000,001 other things you could do except walk around the woods. It takes a special person to want to do this. No, I tell you all the time, you don't have to go far. You don't have to go deep in. You don't. Promise you don't. I do it because I love it. I do it while I can. I enjoy it. It's great exercise. It's fun. It's good for me to go and check things out and scout around and see new things. I like to follow different things and signs and energies, and it's like I'm testing myself further and further. I have an angle that, this is no disrespect, guys, but I'm not going to share what that is. It's between me and them. That's specifically between me and the Sasquatch for now. If down the line it happens or whatever and they let me share it, so be it. See this X right here? That's a nice pile of scat. Deer were just here. Things broke. I don't know if that tree is laid there originally. This looks like a nice little area in here. Like a little hangout spot. Quite a bit of green in a forest full of openness right now. This is quite a good patch of green. I got stabbed in the face before. Kinda hurt. And there it goes again. It caught me. Look at all these going in, all leaning into the same spot. I don't know when I'll be able to get this video up. Right now it's Sunday. Oh shit. There's some signs. What's this say? State land, wild. Oh, I can't see. Probably go that way because there might be a trail. Look at this shit. See there? This is yellow too. I wonder if they are. Or they were gonna make a trail this way and they never did. There's some massive, massive boulders in here. It's pretty amazing. I'm going a little further this way. I'm kind of tempted to find a trail at this point because this has been a pretty rough go. The big X is over here. The big X is over here. That's what I just heard. The big X is over here. I started to feel lost and I guess I started to feel a little nervous. See how true that is because I don't know where the hell I am. This looks like a bike came through here. I don't know how. Unless there was a tree laid here at one point. See, like there's some big old boulders in here. There's a massive one down that way. This one is pretty big. This one's about 4 foot tall, I'd say, give or take. It's a game trail. Maybe we'll take that one out. Let's see. It's got to go somewhere. Yeah, this just goes straight into the thick. Forgot to take my allergy medicine. Believe it or not, I'm allergic to like everything in the woods, grass included. I'm allergic to grass. Oh shit, look at this. Here's some tape there, or whatever, ribbon. Here's a trail. Boom. Feels good to see some flat ground. I'm not gonna lie. It is, look, just off trail again this way in this direction too. It is pretty rugged. Alright, I don't know which way to go. Let's go this way. Okay, this is where they said the big X was. It had to have been Bubba. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it was one of these guys. Maybe it was a guide from in here. That song's gone viral apparently. Sitting at the diner at the corner. I visit on the halfway. Before I even open, staring out the window. Somebody coming in. Those guys have some great voices. The song is like probably some of the stupidest words I've ever heard. Look at that. It's a nice game trail. If I didn't have gelatin legs, I'd go diving back off trail, but I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to find. This is like kind of a rocky trail. It reminds me of the one that big X was on. I feel like you could just sit anywhere, like, you know, when there's nobody around. I feel like you could just sit literally on this trail, even though it's a man-made trail, really. I feel like you could just really get quite a bit of a beautiful moment. Look at that, huh? It's kind of odd. Where are you pointing at? See the little bends? Stuff doesn't happen by accident. It's like this tree wasn't, like, it was brought. Either that or it fell. I don't know. There is no tree above us. Interesting. Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff going on right off trail here. There's a nice game trail going in there too. This is a cool rock. Oh, look at this. Nice fresh hole from a woodpecker. He got down low for that. Whatever was in there, he got down low. Oh, look at this. It looks like it is. It is. It's the big X, huh? Look at this. I don't really remember where I am, but I remember. I'm all right. That's cool. So I remember if we go that way, what it does, but I don't want to double back. All right. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Look at that thing, huh? Just the littlest bit would break that thing. It's probably been there forever. We got that way. That way. That way. I don't know what to do. I got no drinks with me. Change my backpacks too often because I have different things in different ones, and then I don't like to bring everything. If I brought everything, it'd be ridiculous. There's a trail right on that side too. That might be for bikes. I see like a sign up here that said mountain bikes, but look how steep those hills go up. Well, that's just the next tier of the mountain, really. Oh, I remember this a little bit. Once upon a time, there was this awesome spot, kind of up on a hill, and it had this dark, it was like always dark in there. Look at that thing. Look at this. See this tree? It's about to be the world's biggest bend and tuck. It probably, whatever it was holding it down, probably broke loose and would pop back up. I've literally seen it tied off. Take this moment to thank you guys again. I'm trying to be grateful about a lot of things lately, and one thing for sure is I don't know, there's a lot of ups and downs, there's a lot of pain and strife and struggle, and one thing that's pretty consistent is this channel and its growth and your kindness. There's always like a core group of people that'll hang out for like premieres and live streams, and there's been some more people trickling in. I know a lot of you will hang back for a while, understandably. We understand very much how it's that's why I like YouTube, because I try to explain this to a lot of guys. I don't know which way to go, but like on Facebook, for instance, holy shit. That is wild. There's like a whole team of people down there. Look at this. How'd that rock get up there? There's like a whole team of people down there. I don't know if they're trail stewards or what, but they're all dressed in different colors. One's in bright orange. They could very well just be mountain bikers, honestly, wearing bright colors, because they have helmets on and shit. Yeah, let's assume that's what it is. There's definitely some pretty fresh bike tires marks in here, so it's not like a intangible thing. Okay, I think I know where I am for once. So we got a good long video in here. I'm happy. It'll make a good premiere if I can get it to upload. If I can't get it to upload, we won't see this till probably next week. It's Sunday. We probably won't see this till Friday, or when I can upload it. I will try, though. I will try to make it happen. Again, guys, I want you to take a look at this stuff. This is not no accident. That thing is bent. This huge tree is bent and tucked under that snap. That huge tree here goes and tucks under that snap. I'll leave it there for a second. You guys can zoom in a little more if you want. I'll leave it full frame. We got over here some dragon scales. What's up? Been up in there a little bit, briefly. I can't tell you anymore. I can't remember why I didn't stay up there. Maybe it was a trail steward came by, or felt like I shouldn't be up there. I don't remember. Maybe I just went up quick and gifted and came down. I used to do a lot of things with post-haste as well, so it might have just been me. I still do. I kind of do everything in... So there's definitely more to see in this area. Obviously we could have went straight back, or even that way where they were. Oh yeah, there's mountain bikers. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, take care. Just 2 of us. There might be 3 others coming.
All right, no worries. Safe travels. They are older gentlemen. Wow, very cool. I would say, 70, easy. My grandfather is pushing 80, and he works, not because he has to, because he likes to keep busy. This just comes from a generation of badasses. Oh, this must be the grandchild. Okay. Okay, thank you. Safe travels. Okay. All right. 2 more coming. So if this was Long Island, it would have been like, move over, asshole. This is my trail. Ruin this whole day. You're welcome. Safe travels. Okay. See this here? I don't know if this is anything in particular. This could just be a bunch of stuff that was thrown here by people, trail stewards, whatever. You have to pick and choose what it is and what you think it is, or if it was made. That would be one of the most epic things ever. If like one of the big guys would just walk across the top of that ridge with the sun behind them. Oh man, I'll tell you, like, they are one of the most beautiful things that no, I can't say I've ever seen. There's a lot of things out there equally as beautiful in their own right. I think it's there. Like that old saying, like, it's what's inside that counts. Like, they have a really, really beautiful, soul and spirit and a heart, and it really adds to it. Oh, no way. I can hear more people coming. That's crazy. Where did everyone come from? This is what makes me think we were in the Vale for real, for real. We didn't hear nobody. All these people were around us. All these people were out here around us. Whew. Big part of me wants to keep pushing, but I have limited time with wifey, and we get the babies back tomorrow. Very busy week. So I think I'm gonna go just punch my card and I don't know, just go hang out. Sometimes it's nice just doing nothing, and that's pretty much what we've done all weekend. We just did nothing. Did a bunch of nothing together. I wanted her to get out here. Maybe we'll do a little short trip together tomorrow. It all depends. But she can't go long distance right now. And I see, look, there's another mountain biker up there. And when I have that urge in me to like really go far in, like it's not often I have that urge to go like far, like way off trail and really hoof it. Today was a day I wanted to beat myself up, like physically. I wanted to put in that and exercise. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't need to. I don't have that urge. I can go barely, just a short distance, enjoy it. Other days I really just feel like I need to just go. Get it out of my system. tire myself out. I don't go to the gym and work out and shit like that. This is what I do. This is it. So that's the tribe that I know is across that on the other side. That's where I usually see them. I wanted to check out this side with you guys. Clearly, it's very active. I always thought this was interesting. How this. Look at this bend and tuck. It's been marked with that ribbon. You know? It's weird. It's been like that since last time I was here. I think it was in November. This is funny looking, huh? Look at this. I'd imagine some kids did that maybe. Like eyebrows for sticks. 2 rocks with 2 smaller rocks in there. I guess that's supposed to be a mouth. Or no, maybe that's the nose. I don't know. Maybe the mouth fell off. Yeah. Oops. There you go. I'll add to it. I always think these are cool. How they're like fossils, kind of like all these other rocks have fell out of them. You know what I mean? They've been taken out. It's up and in there, and again. So again, we've only gone off trail a little bit in there, once or twice. It's like almost impossible to go off trail in that other direction. Oh, we get off trail. Hey, how are you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is where I was up there somewhere, and this is where I saw that dog. That dog was ripping across this ridge. That I don't even want to say dog. It was a canine of some sort, and it was big, and it just didn't belong. It was all by itself, and it ripped along this ridge. There's a few people out and about today. I mean, Sunday. It's kind of cool. I'm not used to it, but it's nice to see that trails get used, to be honest, you know? It is. And as you could, one day we'll go down this road further, and I'll show you guys some down low spots where there's no trails, but I think Sarah and I have found a place where I can park. We're gonna do a down low river walk too soon. I need it to get a little warmer, so that if I accidentally get wet, I need, like, you know what I mean? I need it to be like, if I get wet, if I fall in the water, I need it to be more than a 10-15 minute window before I get hypothermia. least 20 minutes. Really beautiful area, huh? Yeah, just people always say things like, man, I wonder why that Bigfoot crossed that road, you know? It's so ridiculous. Like, why would it do that? Or, oh, a deer got hit. Like, what was it doing out in the road? What the hell was that road doing out in the forest? Is the real question. That road was second. That deer was first. That forest was first. That Sasquatch was first. We need to start asking, what was that road doing in that forest? This fucking road don't belong here. Look at this place. Look at this place. It's beautiful. Now, granted, there's a lot. It's pretty untouched up here. I will give it. Catskill Park. I will give it to them. All 700,000 acres. Out of everything that I have seen, they maintain the shit out of it. They keep it beautiful. They keep it clean. I've been approached by Fish and Game. Like, they hold it down. Like, look at this here. Like, somebody shot this shit. As I'm saying it, like, somebody shot that shit. Look at that. That's a buckshot. Like, that's some ignorant shit right there. I mean, it could be BBs, but I doubt it. That's pretty, pretty... I don't know, whatever. It don't matter. So, look, as you could see, again, it's just like, there's not a lot of people here. There's some people coming up behind us. They're probably the other two cars. And that's it. It's just weird timing that there was people here. I ain't mad at it, though. Like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy other people enjoy this. It's gorgeous out here. It was pretty nice out today. It was, I don't know, 20 this morning, but I think it got up to about... I couldn't go out last night. Sarah and I tried. It was, the wind was brutal. I mean, the wind and the wind chill was so brutal that we wouldn't have been able to do anything. We wouldn't have been able to do anything. So, you wouldn't have heard anything. It would have been my hand shaking like leaves. That's about it. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. As always, thank you. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next one.